TM Forum's a global industry body. We bring together some of the world's largest telecom companies and the whole supply chain to help them transform to be fit for what we call the digital world. We do that on a truly global scale, serving companies and professionals all around the world, over 850 member companies in over 150 countries. So we've been running Digital Transformation World and versions of it for well over 20 years. It's one of the hallmarks of the industry calendar when it comes to an event for the whole industry to come together. And when it comes to reimagining that for a digital format, that of course presents a lot of challenges. The Digital Transformation World Series event this year really reimagines what it means to have a digital event.
The show is in effect 2 full days of live TV show every week for 6 weeks. And outside of that time there's additional live content, on-demand content and sort of breakout sessions. So it's very much like a sort of a typical current affairs magazine type show with interviews, conversation and pre-recorded content as well.
And what that's allowing us to do is really create a 6-week festival of collaboration where the industry is still achieving that opportunity to exchange views, to debate important topics, but in a format that fits in around people's professional lives.
The goal was to create a genuinely conversational feeling online event. So it's less to do with fireworks and more to do with conversation and genuine debate.
We also run a series of what we call CXO Summits, special 90-minute sessions where we're bringing together industry leaders to really have a proper discussion. And for that we believe, broken new ground in terms of a fusion between the studio here, speakers coming from literally all around the world, and an audience who are participating on video and able to actually interact with the whole session.
And there were moments when we first tested this where we had a speaker in the studio, panellists on the screen coming in through quick links, and also audience members all talking together in real time. And that was a real light bulb moment for us. That was really exciting because I think the key challenge with the virtual events scenario is making these events genuinely conversational and genuinely interactive.
For me and my team, it's a very different experience from that classical events mindset where you put in 12 months planning, execute a physical event, learn some things and then do it again. This is every single week is like a different event and you're learning as you go. Just this setup here is an alien world to us. We're used to stages and conference settings, but not the world of TV as it were. And so we've really relied heavily on the technical expertise and production and incredible production quality from the Anna Valley team and from Common Ground who've worked with us in the production on everything from the enormous logistical challenge of recording so many speakers over so many weeks through to making sure that we're really getting the right flow and feel and visual impression and the right experience for the audience.
There's been a lot of talk about this whole situation changing live events for good, and I think it will, and actually I don't think that's a bad thing. I think sometimes one needs a crisis to catalyse the change that's actually been needed.
There's been a lot of great surprises when it comes to running a digital event, and one of those has to be the different environmental impact that a digital event has. There's lots of other benefits too. Size of the audience, of course, the ability to engage with people all around the world in different time zones, the ability to connect people, the ability to actually deliver more content to them than they have time for in a physical event, and the ability for us to really get a much more in-depth understanding of their interests and needs, as well as growing our database. These are all just some of the great additional opportunities you get through doing digital events. There's been a lot of talk for a long time about digital events. They're here now, they do work, and we see the future as really a hybrid between some physical activities and some things you can do digitally, and we're already starting to think about what that means for 2021.